Dear friends, today, September 21st, being observed as the World Alzheimer's Day. And as you know, this coincides with the naming of a disease which was first detected by Alois Alzheimer in 1906. To increase awareness, so this is being celebrated, observed all across the world. And this year the theme is No Dementia, No Alzheimer's. To know dementia, to know Alzheimer's, which shows the power of information. So the commitment this year is to give widespread information to everybody, to all the people concerned. And at the same time, you must know that when dementia and Alzheimer's are not synonymous, but at the same time, 60 to 70% of all dementias are Alzheimer's, are due to Alzheimer's disease. So that's the most important reason why people become demented. Of course, as you know, other causes of dementia are the vascular dementias, dementia with Lewy bodies, then maybe dementia in Parkinson's disease, dementia in various other diseases as well. So we know that, but this is 60 to 70% is composed of Alzheimer's. That's why the focus is on Alzheimer's disease. And what happens in dementia, of course, is there is impairment of intelligence, memory, and personality. These are the three main domains: intelligence, memory, and personality. But there is no impairment of consciousness. And we also know that the thinking, the orientation, the comprehension, the learning capacity, the language, the judgment of people will be impaired. And dementia also leads to physical, psychological, social and economic consequences. So it's this is of serious implications. WHO, for example, says that dementia is the 7th leading cause of death worldwide. So that is a very important aspect for us. And currently, 55 million people, that is 5.5 crores of people around worldwide suffer from dementia. And there are 10 million people, 1 crore new cases are added every year. And it's estimated that the number of demented people in India will rise to 78 million by 2030 and 139 million by 2050. And then we know the pathology, what happens in dementia. The two most important pathological changes are the senile plaques, which are also known as the beta amyloid plaques, and the neurofibrillary tangles, which is neurofibrillary tangles, which comprises what is known as the tau protein. So this is the neuropathological changes can be demonstrated. And then now the question before us is, what are the goals in dementia care? I think there are 5 important goals. One is early diagnosis and management. Then second is optimize physical health, cognition, activity and well-being. And third will be treat comorbidity. Patients with dementia will have many other illnesses. Treat the comorbidity. And then management of the behavioral and psychological symptoms of dementia. And finally, very important, information and support for the carers. So carers constitute a very important part. Again, we also know that there are some people we call as below 60. Usually dementia age is taken as 65 years and more. And if it is below 65 years, we sometimes call it as pre-senile dementia. About 9% of all dementias are in the young age, young onset dementia or pre-senile dementia. And importantly, how to prevent dementia. 1, physical activity. Second, no smoking. Thirdly, no harmful use of alcohol. Fourthly, no obesity and take a healthy diet. Fifthly, control comorbidities like diabetes, then other hypertension, and also look for other risk factors like depression, social isolation, education, poorer education, cognitive inactivity, and air pollution. These are all harmful aspects. And then finally, WHO considers dementia as a matter of public health priority. In May 2017, the World Health Assembly met in Geneva and has approved the Global Action Plan on Public Health response to dementia 2017-2025. And to conclude, let me say the two important priorities for us are create a dementia inclusive society and then strengthen information and information systems for dementia. I think we will all work together collaboratively, all sectors of the population, the medical professionals, the neurologists, the public health activists, the non-governmental organizations, the policymakers, the governments should all work together to fight this malady. Thank you very much.